Shut up and sit down.
Hello gang, Colin here, Festa67's workshop, and welcome to part 11, I think it is, of the Valentino Rossi build. And we have got pack 18 arrived, which gives us sections or stages 67, 68 and 69, which is a bit of the old handlebars going on, folks. So we're going to be just doing a little quick video on that today, because that's all that's come through so far. And I'm going to be doing these now as I get the deliveries, because they're few and far between at the moment because of the world being on fire. So we'll start off and put on the left handlebar. So we'll just grab some bits and bobs and start putting them together. First up, we're going to put together the adjustment ring and fit it into the end of the ring nut support, which is a little bracket there that just presses in, and the adjustment nut goes on the end of it like so. Quite a simple little thing to fit together. It's just a little peg straight into the hole and a pressy pops. Just double check that that was done okay. And then we'll look now at placing the support over the left handlebars. Now there's a little notch on the handlebars that's a locating notch. So you just fit the collar to the underside and then drop the adjustment support over the top of it. And it'll just press in using a couple of pins. So we'll look at putting that on. Get it orientated in the right way, which is just about there. So whilst definitely trying to hold it with one finger and not ping it across the workshop, we'll just start pressing it in like so. There's a couple of tiny little pins, so be careful, folks, that you don't press too hard with them. And as I've just done there, just as you start to press it, it just moves slightly out the notch. You might want a couple of goes at it, but it will go. And you just pinch the edges together like so. We'll just put that over there safe for a minute. And then we're going to get the button bracket for the left handlebars. It's just a tiny little bracket that sits underneath. And then you've got little carbon fibre buttons there that will fit in. And it will just press into place like so. And it's just a tiny little support bracket that goes on to enable the riders to have various buttons to control various aspects of the bike. It's surprising how the technology on these has leaped forward over the years. It's becoming like very much like, excuse me, becoming very much like Formula One now, with loads of different bits and bobs on the handlebars and on whole shot devices to lower the rear end for starting, and they're using it during cornering now on tracks. So yeah, there's all kinds of little gadgets that the riders can implement to adjust the bike as it's going around the course. So I just want to carry on and get this in place like that. Give it a firm press, because you don't want it to ping back off. And some of these I might go around with a little dab of glue. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. There you go. So that's in place now. And then next up, we've got a little thumb lever that goes behind there, like so. I'll probably use a bit of glue to hold some of this in place. I'm going to do that now whilst I think of it. Preferably just on the little bracket where the thumb lever is. Fit the connector on the back there for the clutch pipe, like so. Just use my forceps there to pick that up and push that in, because there's a little tiny locating peg on it, so that you get the angle of the dangle on there, like so. And then you've got a nice little spring-loaded clutch lever now that will go into the semicircular tab. So I'm going to glue this on because it's a little weighty item and I just want it to bond in there. So you just press fit it in like so. Try not to use the lever to press it in, try to use the actual lever bracket because you don't want to damage this little spring motion, see? But look at that, it's just, well, yeah, you know you want to. Yeah, it's my new fidget spinner. Yeah, I need to get out more, don't I? Yeah. So yeah, I'll put it over there because I'm going to end up sitting there playing handlebar noises all night long. So I think we'll move on now. So we'll move on now to stage 68, which is the right handlebar. So I'll just get the bag out of the way. We've got the right handle, the brake lever, button supports, connectors, some buttons, and a couple of tube cables. So I've noticed with this throttle as well, spring loaded. You twist it and it goes, it clicks back into place. So yeah, twistable throttle. Oh, suits me. Anyway, let's put the button connector on, or the button support, just like so. And again, there's another little notch in the handlebars there, folks. So just line it up. If you're not sure, double check it. Because like me, I'm a man of a certain age. I'm as blind as a bat, so I do take stuff off camera just to have a quick look through the Optivisor to make sure I'm putting it in right. But that has just dropped straight in. And yeah, look at that. Ooh. Okay, so we'll lay that down. And we've got to insert the connector now into the hole on the right side of the handlebars there, like so. Okay, and that's for the brake pipe. So that will only go in one way, folks. So just pop that in there like so, and there'll be tubes to connect to this later on when you attach the front end to the bike. And I'm just going to put a little bit of extra fin round there just to get that to bond. Like that. Because we don't want them pinging off, do we? Because if it does, my bottom lip will come out and all of that lot. So, there you go. Pop the brake lever in. It can only go in one way as well, and it's spring loaded. So when you're pushing this in, use the little titanium coloured bracket rather than the black lever. That way you're not putting undue pressure on the spring and pin. So we'll put that back out the way. And then we'll do these long connectors, get them in place. Like that. Nip them off the sprout. And he's got a little semicircular tab and they go into the little connector housing just by where the throttle lever is. So I'm just going to put a little drop of extra fin in each hole so that when they go in they can just start gluing in place, because I don't want them to come out. Because again, that'll be another wibble and we don't want that. And in the instructions, when you download the instructions as PDFs, it gives you quite detailed photographs of all of that lot. So, yeah. Again, another little dab of glue in the hole there. Just so that when I push this in place, it will hold it. Like that. And again, just rest this somewhere on the bench where it's not going to get knocked. And then, like I say, when you're playing later on doing your Valentino Rossi with your handlebars and that, yeah, you can have a bit of fun. So let's have a think now. I think we've got stage 69 coming up, and that's just going to be the handle grips for the handlebars and the bracket that protects the brake lever. So we'll just grab all the bits and bobs out of the bag. Not many bits and bobs, but it's another episode of the Rossi bike done, see? So yeah, it's all good. So I keep all my bags. I recycle everything, me. So all these poly bags get used when I'm building other kits now. See, so I just put a peg on there. I mark them up with what's in it, and it's, yeah. Anyway, slot the lever on like so on the left handlebar, and you've got a little rubber grommet, little end cap that pops on, and it goes onto the plastic part of the handlebar, and it just gives enough pressure on that grip to keep it in its place. It's just a press fit. Straight away, yeah. I'm doing it again, you know. Yeah. Put it down, Colin. And then grab the right handlebar. Put that grip on there. There's a little square tab on the handlebar, you'll notice, on this. And it's just a matter of turning it to try and engage the key. And I'm just having a quick gander in there, because inside the rubber there's a little square cutout. And it's just a matter of lining it up. So it might take you a few goes, but persevere. I've got a little tiny mark I put on mine just so that I could keep an eye on it as to where it went. And then as soon as it goes in, boom, you can see where it's going. Just make sure in the optivisor that that was the right spot, which it was. So I'm happy now. I'm just going to do that close up just so that I keep an eye on where that little cutout is, because it's all black on black, isn't it? And yeah, us blokes of a certain age, we can't see that. So look at that. Yeah, don't do sounds of motorbikes, Cole. You're not very good at it. So we'll just get the Allen screw or Allen bolt out. Grab myself an Allen key, and then again on this end bracket, there's a little tiny notch cut out, and it's got like a little locator on there. So keep an eye on that. And then all I do on this is I'm going to put the screw in and let it bite. And once it's bitten, I can then tighten it up and get it in the appropriate angle of the dangle, and it's just a matter of lining it up with the tip of the brake lever, basically. Once you've done that, you'll be well away. See, so get that roughly in position, and then I'll quickly chop the Allen key in there, like so. Just like that. And I think I'll give you a treat in a minute, folks, because yeah, you might have lost touch with some of the earlier stages. So I think where I know I've got to put this on the front forks anyway, I think I'll dig out all the previous bits I've built and whack them all on the bench for you, so you get to see how the bike's coming along. Just gives you an idea of what to look forward to in the upcoming episodes, because we're getting close to that point now with the bike where we're going to start assembling all the sub-assemblies we've built together, and the bike will start getting married where all the big components come together. So we're not far off of that. So I'm just going to clear my stuff out of the way. Got to have another play with these because I can't help myself. Look at that. Yeah, I know. Look at that. Oh, I must get out more. Moving on. Yeah. Let's grab some of the big bike bits out. So let's pop them onto the front end first. So we'll dig that out. So I'll just move them over there out the way. I might have to do a bit of moving around with the camera because it is massive, this bike. Hey, look at that. See, there's the front wheel. Get hold of that. Hey, cool, isn't it? Yeah, you know you want to. Yeah. And again, there's little cuts in the forks, the top of the forks there, that the pin locates on the handlebars, and it's a press fit basically. The right side's snug, the left hand side's just pretty straight on there. So look at that. Oh, Oh God, it's my new fidget spinner. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to put this back in the box, mate, because I'm gonna end up playing with all the bike bits, ain't I? So yeah, let's put that over there. Let's have a quick shifty around. Look at this. Oh, a little treat for you there. See that one? I will glue in place. Just keep it, yeah. Mind you, once the triple trees are on, it'll be fine. So that's the front end. Whilst I'm getting these bits out, all I would like to do is just thank everyone for supporting me on Patreon and with memberships on the YouTube channel that you can now join. So thank you to everyone for doing that. Just hold this up with a bit of glue. That's the engine and the chassis, like so. So look at there. Oh, isn't it? Yeah. There's the fuel tank. See, that sits there. A lot of people are surprised when they find out that the rider's actually straddled over the top of the fuel tank. But yeah. Look at that. I think that bolts just to the chassis there. What else have we got? Oh, look at that. We got the cowl in there with all the water bottles and everything and the air intake. Instrument panel. Oh, look at that. And I'm going to print off my own decal to go over the top there of the LCD screen just to give it a bit more oomph. Top part of the fairing. Oh, look at it. And the fuel tank. Oh, come on. Come on, you know you want to. Yeah. No, I'll catch you in part 12, folks. Enjoy.